another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Well, hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey. What's your tea? What is your tea, honey? I know you have all of your crumpets together, my darling, because you know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's happening, baby? Listen, it's one of them days. It is one of them days. First off, let me officially say, welcome to the last quarter of the year. Today being October 1st, 2022. Usually I don't like saying dates and stuff on the live. So when folks go look in the recaps and the reposts and carrying on, it gives, it just dates the piece, But we are in the last quarter of 2022, honey. So it's nothing that's just gospel, that's truth. We're October, November, December, honey. We are planning for 2023. Okay, already. For those of y'all who are upset because they haven't even got the Halloween stuff out there yet, but y'all know it's Christmas coming, honey. Y'all know y'all about to see all the toy circulars in your newspapers, honey, on the television screen, all the latest little do-wah-ditties. It's that time all over again. Now, how many of y'all just got out of debt from paying off last year's Christmas? Okay. But here's something that, you know what? Let's look into that for just a minute. Are we always do the children just got to have a Christmas? Huh? Because we know that, Christmas is for kids, for the most part. And we have a number of adults who are just grown kids, They love this time of the year. They love the Christmas trees and the lights and the bulbs and, making a whole big old spectacle of it and carrying on and blah, 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 blah. We're going to remove the religious part out of it, okay? Because the religious piece really is not what this season is. Y'all know I call this time of the year the buy your way into heaven season, okay? Because this is when all those who have money, those who are, well off or are fortunate citizens, this is where they think that it is so important to take care of our homeless and those who are less fortunate, This is the time of the season. In fact, it's called, this is the giving season. This is that time of the year for giving and all of that. So we have made this into a moment, a movement, if you will, to where now is the time for folks to care about, situations at hand. When these the same folks you've been hollering and telling them, get a job. Oh my God, we need to do something about this homeless crisis. I'm so tired of begging for money. I'm so tired. But then when it comes down to Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas, honey, now you want to say, oh, this is the season for giving. We got to give back and we got to help those and carrying on. And I am one, and I had to correct myself on this because where was I? I was in somebody's meeting, and the idea was helping the homeless and carrying on. And it was more so, getting folks to oh, I know, I was in a Bible study. That's what it was. And one of the things that I completely find oxymoronic is during the homeless season. I mean, during the Christmas season or whatever, people want to go hand out blankets. Okay. Now I find it oxymoronic, but at the same time, I understand because handing out blankets and clean socks or whatever, it may be all that I can do. I don't have the resources to put you in a house or in an apartment or in a hotel or whatever. But this is something to say, I'm thinking about you and I'm caring about you to try to stay as warm as possible. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be a little bit more pragmatic with that because oftentimes a lot of those blankets that we give them, they're cloth. So if they get wet or whatever, they have no place to dry them. You know, if a lot of a lot of folks, they get those wool blankets that you see that look like moving, the kind of blankets that you put on furniture and stuff to move glass and all of that. A lot of folks, I've seen it. They pass out those wool blankets because wool keeps you warm and this, that, and the other. But once those girls get wet, it's a wrap. They get wet, they start to shred, they tear, and this, that, and the other. And so it just becomes a wrap. Wait a minute, what'd you say? She said wool blankets itch anyway, and they do. But I thought it was, and I still do think that it's oxymoronic at times to where we just give out blankets. But I'm going to stop being so critical of that because what the semblance of it is to say that somebody cares. We're trying to keep you, and I'm within my means. I can't do more than this, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? So that there is just that time of the year. And I always ask, what is it that you really want kids to take away from the Christmas season? What is it? Because they've been hellions all year long, honey. If you ain't bought them the new this and the new that throughout the year, to encourage them and to hell, they may have earned it. Sometimes you just want to do something for your kids just because they're your kids. I want my kids to have the PlayStation 5. So I'm going to sacrifice for them to have it, okay? Because I want them to have it. But then now most of us, we make kids earn, their rewards or whatever, Now, y'all know on the last show, I was asking, do we give kids allowances anymore? But oftentimes, how many times do we just go and just because, we got this for the kids just because, not because you did your chores, not because you got good grades in school, just because you my child and I was thinking about you today and I wanted you to have this. How many times do we get into that particular field? And if you have not done that throughout the year, why is it that we wait until Christmas time to want to show how much we love our kids and this, that, and the other? And most of this is to keep up with the Joneses because everybody go outside and like I live in an apartment complex, right? And it's always something to go outside and to see who got the big screen TV and carrying on because the boxes and stuff are all in the trash. And they don't break down the boxes, which is stupid. They don't break down the boxes. They leave them whole so everybody could know, oh, I got the 75, the 152-inch screen and blah, So, which causes everything to be bulk. I'll get on that in a minute. But nonetheless, do we or are we, just going through the motions? Because here we are, again, it's that time of the year. Okay, this is October 1st, and we are officially in the last quarter of 2022. Okay, means the year is gone, children. The year is gone. And y'all know when we look up, we're going to be saying Happy New Year all over again. Everybody's going to be wanting to make New Year's resolutions and carrying on. and all of that. When I'm asking you to go ahead on and set your mission statement. What is your mission statement for the year? Treat yourself like a business. What is your mission statement that you're going to stick to and say, listen, these are the goals for the year. This is our mission for 2023 is boom, 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 boom. Okay. Don't beat yourself up if you did not accomplish your mission for 2022. Whatever can roll over, you know, and carrying on so that you can stay focused and stay on point. So, okay, that's my public service announcement about being in the last quarter of the year and carrying on. Let me go to the comments and things because y'all, okay, yes, honey. Double hit or something must be on your mind. Hello, darling. What's going on, Daddy? Okay, holding that no. Okay, you like that? Hey, Charles, how are you, darling? Hell no, buy the kids educational materials and clothing. Keep your bills paid so they can have a roof over their head and food in their bellies. Okay, fuck that clear man holiday. Okay, another way to get your money. Honey, listen, tell the truth and shoot every devil and all his demons. Okay, in this joyful moment from the brownies, I knew the commandment God gave me personally. All right, honey. Okay. Hey, Road, what's going on? Okay, thou shalt be still and know that I am God, and thou shalt be funky in the spider sense, the spider sense of vibes and music. Well, you better understand that. Okay, thou shalt be funky. You know what? There's a house song called "God Made Me Funky," honey. Okay, that's gonna be your song groove. God made me funky, honey. How? Okay. Yeah, she said wool blankets. It's any goddamn way, honey. Okay. Yes, child. Okay. I felt Biggie when we Christmas missed us because it did. Okay. This is why I always did things for mine through the year because you never know about December. Exactly. Okay. 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 You never know. What's the tea? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I got to let the kids in. In the gate because they calling trying to get in. Oh well, hold on. Go ahead. Oh, this damn thing, child. Technology, honey. My complex, honey. You know, we don't have a punch code. There we go. Thank you. We don't have the punch code. Okay. You have to when you get there, you got to call me, and I got to hit the thing because it's an app. We have an app. You hit the app, and this, that, and the other. Okay. So bada boom, bada bing. So now let's get into today's show. I'm waiting on my co-host to come up in here. Okay. She said I left the whole sentence out. Trying to type fast. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, we do it. We do it. We do it all the time. Okay. But listen, let me tell y'all about my day today because it's one of the things I wanted to talk about. And you know, my friend from Alabama's up here with me now, right? So I'm like, okay. So today he's like, Meech, listen, I want to go back home for a minute, you know, clear his head or whatever. He's been working and carrying on. He just wanted to go do something, right? He wanted me to rent him a car. He gave me the money. I said, okay, because he doesn't have a credit card. So I said, okay, put this money on my credit card, and it's gonna be the cost. Plus, they're gonna hold $250 for the deposit. Bada boom. Okay. Well, all right. We set the reservation. We go here to the airport because I like to pick up my cars from the airport because I don't like the local places hardly ever have cars. Okay. Get here to the airport. Now, I do this on Hotwire, okay, hotwire.com. So third-party reservation. We get here. This line done took over the fucking second floor of the thing, right? Okay. So I knew we were going to be here for a minute. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'm telling y'all, I'm not 100%. You know, I'm feeling like I'm at 92, 93% with my back. But I'm still this whatever this is in my back, child. I think I just got to get up and start moving and start exercising again, because I just got this pull in my back. I just feel like whatever. So we standing, and I'm like 35 minutes in of standing. We get this announcement. If you do not have a reservation, we do not have any cars for you. Okay? If you have a reservation, the wait for a car is 2 hours. 2 hours. Now, I'm pissed. Okay. So I'm like, Now, I've been in this line for 35 minutes. I finally get around here to the desk. Okay. When I get to the desk, that's now an hour that I've been up in an hour, maybe an hour, 10 minutes. Get to the desk. They say, did you hear about our wait times? I said, wait a minute, I'm hearing too many different things, because the one girl got about 4 hours. I said, no, how do you jump from 2 to 4? So I get there. The teller tells me, she says, yes, you have a reservation? I said, I do. She said, when did you make your reservation? Did you make it today, or did you make it prior to today? I said, no, I made it this morning. She said, okay. All same day reservations will be 3 to 4 hours to get a car. Early reservations were the 1.5 to 2 hours to get a car. She says, do you still want the car? Now, let me give you a little backstory on this, just a little bit. We drove up here in my vehicle because, of course, we need to drive the second one, right? I have to go get it because I have to use my credit card, so it has to be in my name, right? Alabama don't have a credit card. Love. I am waiting, and I say, here, wait here in the car. I'll be back, and I'm going to come around. He then, after I show him the line and carrying on, he says, okay, what's going on, blah, blah, yakety. I says, I'm not exactly sure, because this here is taking forever and a day. Okay. He says, well, I don't have 2 hours because I still got to be to work. He usually off on Saturdays. I said, you got to go to work. Yeah, well, can I just take your car to work, and then you can come and bring the car to me, and then we'll switch off. Now, mind you, all of my keys are in the car. So that's my house keys, the car keys. I'm like, okay. I didn't want to get out this line. So I said, fuck it, just go, because you got to go to work. All right. Don't have a phone charger, so my phone is now down to 15% and dropping. They get up here, they tell me at the counter, okay, we'll call you when it's time to come get your car, when we got a car available for you. So now the phone not doing it. I'm down to 4% on this phone. Thank God I didn't have to wait the whole 4 hours. They came and they called me. I got my car at 3, because I got home around about 3:10. Okay. So from 1:16 to 3:10 is how long it took for me to get the car once I got registered in. Now, I've been in the line for an hour and 10 minutes, now maybe hour 15 minutes. So an hour and 15 minutes plus the hour and a half that it took for me to get this damn car. Almost 2 hours, actually. 1:16 to 3:10. That's almost 2 hours. Okay. So I'm sitting up here having just a time with everything. Okay, just a time, because I'm like, no, honey, wait a minute, no, 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 and nope again, and nope again, and nope again. So yeah, I'm sitting up there. Hey, I'm sitting there. I'm telling everybody, listen, where's your management at? Because y'all need management to come out here to talk to folks. Y'all got to let us know what's going on. Y'all ain't offer us no water. You see folks up here, folks that got upset because y'all keep pushing this time back. And how come your social media team is not telling folks, okay, we got to wait for cars. We have a wait for cars. Y'all ain't put that in nobody's thing. Y'all got to do better than what the fuck y'all doing. Because we're sitting up here getting all irate at they because of the wait time. Now that's those who've been in the line already. You still ain't had nobody come out to tell the new folks that are lining up. So when I got to the desk, I told that to the lady. I said, listen, honey, where's your management at? Because they need to bring somebody out here. Oh, well, we working on getting some help up here because, you know, folks don't want to come to work no more. Folks don't want to come to work no more. Ain't that sad? See what the pandemic has done for us. We don't even want to work no damn more. There's so many jobs that we have out here, jobs that we have, and folks don't want to come to work. I mean, hell, down in my donut factory, child, the donut factory where I work, okay, the hotel, we have brought folks in. They only work one day and leave, don't return. Okay, 2 days. I had one fella came in. He came in saying that he had already had he was going on vacation. So he had pre-blocked dates to say, listen, I already got this paid. So either you can start me now or start me after I come back. They chose to start him now. Well, child, he worked for 2 days, went on his vacation, and never came back. Folks don't want to work. But we have all of this going on. And doing what we have to do, trying to make this shit work, trying to make it do whatever, trying to make it. And it's absolutely insane and it's absolutely crazy. So all of you who are at airport locations, all of the rental car places, y'all have to do so much better than what the fuck it is that y'all doing, because we as the consumers have a right to understand what the hell is going on. And y'all, only thing y'all giving us is y'all putting people on the front line. Because here's the tea. Hold on. One of the black labels and one of the gold labels. Okay. We got the black bread in, honey. So I'm sitting up here distributing it to the children. We sit up here trying to get this thing together, but we don't understand what's going on. And then, like I said, the tea is the bitch that sat up there and told us the first announcement. Oh, y'all don't have no reservations, honey. We don't have any cars. We're closed with that. But if you have reservations, then the wait time to get a car is 2 hours. That heifer was left the desk. After she done started this fire, she left the desk and went on about her business. Okay? And I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't even make any sense. Why? And how come y'all don't have anybody out here? So now we got folks sitting up here, all the other companies, this was a budget. So Thrifty and Dollar are right next to one another, right? Because now a lot of the car places are conglomerates. Thrifty and Dollar are the same people. And I think they are part of budget because they're all in the same area, right? Alamo down the way, Enterprise is next to us. Enterprise got very few people, okay? And things. And I'm like, what is this? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all ain't coming. The children at Dollar, honey, they sitting up there, they're only taking reservations. If only reservations, child. Only reservations. Okay, I'm sorry, we don't have any cars. We don't have any cars. We don't have a reservation. I'm like, cool. But nobody's coming out of budget telling us anything. Honey, y'all sit up here trying to make announcements and then folks have hearing. And then you don't have it ongoing. Because like I said, folks standing in line, the white children, they come out, they was hot because they had been in the line for 2 hours. They said they've been in line for 2 hours because they had to be, because they were behind me. Okay, because I was in there for an hour. They came behind me. Child back. Okay, we got to do better than that, people. And trust you me, when I tell you, corporate headquarters will be getting a letter from me. Yes, they will. And I don't want to hear no, we're sorry for the inconvenience. No, you know what this is. And on top of it, you know how many cars you have in your arsenal. You know when you reach capacity. Okay, as far as your bookings and stuff are concerned. And here's the other thing. How is it that someone who does a walk up can trump somebody who has a reservation? Especially when you're telling us what time, they ask you what time you're coming to pick the car up. So if I have a designated time slot in this, okay, and you trumping somebody over, what is this? What is this? That's not cute. Not cute at all. Okay. You could have rolled him home and back, okay, messing with Atlanta Airport. Child, tell me about it. Tell me about it. The time if he didn't have to work, that probably would have been the solution. My job needs drivers like a motherfucker. Okay. Our wait time sometimes it'd be 3 to 6 hours. Girl, stop it. Damn. Okay. Wow. Nationwide at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. I would have been livid. Child, listen. I'm trying to told you, honey. I'm so thankful that I was not sitting up there until no damn 5:15, 5:30. Okay, because I got hot when they said 3 to 4 hours. And I had to catch myself because I said, "Oh, baby, wait a minute." I said, I said, "Let me catch my tongue," because what I was about to say, I said, "That's not for you, sweetie. You're sitting up here, they just told you that, and you're the messenger. What I have to say is not for you. So I'm a hold it." She said, "No, baby." She said, "No, it's not me." I said, I know, it's not you. Okay, and then that's when I got to ask her, "Where's your management at? Because somebody needs to be out here." And that's what she said. Well, we working on getting somebody. They had took 2 girls off the desk because what part of the problem is that they didn't have nobody down there to turn the cars over. As the cars are coming back, they need to clean them and this, that, and the other, refuel them and all that kind of jazz. They didn't have enough people down there to do that. So 2 of the girls who were the agents, they took them off the register and took them down so they could flip the cars. Ridiculousness. Okay. Ridiculousness. Okay. And it's unfair. It's unfair to the consumers. It's unfair. It's just unfair to everybody. You understand? It's just completely and totally unfair. Okay. So no, y'all have to do much, much better than what y'all doing, children. Okay. You have to do better. You have to do better. You have to do better. You have to do better than what you're doing. Now let me play this for y'all real quick so we can lighten up the mood. Y'all catch that? Wait, one more time. The dog took a whiff, child, time to change that baby's tire. And knocked the dog out. I saw that on Twitter. I said, that is too cute. That is too cute. How many times have y'all felt that way, honey? Just, woo, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, listen. Let's go here. Let's go here. I want to give y'all show you this trailer, and I want to go into ownership and branding. Okay, ownership and branding, because that there is very important. Y'all know my girl Nikki Gilbert from Brownstone and R&B Divas. Y'all know she got a lawsuit going on, and basically that's what her lawsuit is about ownership. Owning her intellectual property, owning her creative space, owning her branding and carrying on, and making sure that under that kind of ownership, or at least establishing partnerships or whatever, that, you know, folks can get paid like they ought to be paid. Okay. Now everybody's supposed to be making money off of you, and then you don't get none of it. You know what I'm saying? The real money. You know, they want to hand you $1 when they know that hundreds of thousands of dollars are being made. Okay. And so they felt like because they gave you that, you're not entitled to what is owed on your images and carrying on your likeness, on your intellectual properties. But here I want to play this because KEKE Palmer, love you, KEKE, is coming into her own as she's creating a new channel. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Lauren Palmer, and this is KEKE Palmer, the brand I created 20 years ago, all the way back in Illinois with my mom. In those 20 years, I learned how to be a few things. Like an actress.
Action.
Bernadette, I'm having a baby.
By who?
Sandra.
My twin sister?
I got confused.
Oh, worldwide.
And cut.
Ooh, that was good. Did I mention I could sing too? You know it better to have loved and not at all. At all, at all, at all. Yes, girl, you better sing. And I even learned to write, because you know I have a lot to say. Not bad. And last, but certainly not least, I learned how to be a director. And cut! But most importantly, I learned how to be a collaborator. And I want to share everything I learned with you, because this is my greatest dream of all. All it takes is one of us to unlock a door, to unlock a million doors for each other. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to KEKE TV, where our stories matter and where we are represented as the keys to the culture.
All right. And there you have it, KEKE TV, honey. KEKE TV, because we're the keys to the culture. I like that tagline, honey. So now, what do y'all think about that? You know, a lot of people are looking to brand themselves as a commodity, as a product, as a service. A lot of people are wanted to get expressive, wanted to show the world a different side of the world, wanted to get very creative, wanted to give folks a chance to have a voice, wanted to tell other stories that's not being told, you know. What do you think about that? You know, did Tyler Perry light the fuse for a lot of us? You know, as he's the owner of Tyler Perry Studios and, you know, this whole big complex that he's created and things of that nature. Hell, quiet as it's kept, you know, Tyler Perry is Wakanda because a lot of Black Panther was shot at the Tyler Perry Studios. Okay, Rick Ross is fucking Zamunda because a lot of the scenes from Coming to America 2 were shot here in Atlanta at the Rick Ross compound. Okay, so in understanding and things, what do you think about that as far as branding? And then here's the bigger question: how is it that we are to brand? How is it that we are to have ownership? Because, you know, I hear it and trying to understand my own property, like all of this, I own my content or whatever, because this is creative by me, through me, it's through my company and carrying on. And so the roots can be traced that this is my content, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to fight with it. Now, there are moments where, you know, like if I'm playing videos of this, that, and the other, I get copyright infringements or whatever because, you know, technically we don't have permission. But I'm like, no, this is fair use because it's public stuff. But everybody's trying to get $1, want to get paid and all that kind of jazz. So, yeah, so oftentimes if y'all go back and see a repost, and videos or songs or whatever are not there, it's because I had to take them out because they're interrupting my flow, and telling me I can't monetize the episode or whatever. So rather than take a hit, I just exit out. Now, there are moments where I would just take the hit because I think that what I was doing was very important to the show. So no, I would take the hit and be like, okay, no, I need to keep this in here because this here is what the show was about. And that's why I always say this is fair use, because with fair use, platforms like this is part of the commentary. This is what the show is about. You have this piece of product out there for comment and criticism and that's what fair use is for. So for them to sit down and say, no, you can't use it because you didn't get permission, bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. You put it out there, it's public knowledge, it's public domain as far as I'm concerned. And that becomes a big problem and a headache of this and the other. But what about ownership and branding that we have to learn? I need a branding specialist up in here, and I need an attorney that will sit down and take us through the steps to say, okay, this is what has to be done, this is what has to be done, and et cetera, so that when we moving forward, I want to be able to teach that lesson to everybody so that we can get the things needed in order to have your YouTube channel, have your Facebook channel, have your Instagram, have your TikTok. See, all of that, because we're in the social media era, we have to be protective of everything that we put out here. And also, you have to be responsible for your content. Y'all see that Cardi B has sued Tasha K and won. And now it is Tasha scrambling because Cardi B trying to garnish her shit. Cardi B want that damn $4 million, honey, and she is going after Miss Thing's assets, honey. Yes, she is. I was like, oh, well, let me say allegedly, because I read that in the news, but I'm gonna say allegedly because I had an article up here in front of me, so I could quote it and give you the stats. But y'all look that up because according to what's in the streets and in the news feed, honey, Miss Thing is going after Miss Cardi B, going after Tasha K, honey, to go and get this coin. It's alleged that she is trying to see what she could do to garnish Miss Thing, honey, either through her bank account or so. However, that part is unclear to me how she's trying to go after her. But nonetheless, this here is what the tea is. So what say you? Okay, what say you when it comes down to being responsible? Because see, listen, a lot of y'all, I love that you love me the way that you do. I love that there's certain others that we cling to and we listen to and carry on. But all the time we listen to them for direction, and most of the time we think because we agree with them that they're always right. You know what I'm saying? And that they're always telling the truth. And that oftentimes what ends up happening is personal opinion gets mixed in with truth, and everything sounds as if it's 100, but then it becomes, it becomes fodder. And so instead of us doing the work of researching and checking and carrying on, which is why I like to have my facts here whenever I'm giving stuff or whatever, everybody said we got receipts. Now we fact checking. I want to make sure that we have information here. So you just don't take my word, honey. I want to provide you with the links that I got this stuff from so we can cross-reference links. And what I also try to do is to make sure if I'm sharing something that is coming from a reputable link, because there's too many things out here that adulterate the integrity of everything, So because of that, I'm very careful with making sure that information is disseminated here on this platform. But what do you think about owning and carrying on? Because we always say, child, once you own your own, then the world is yours. But we have to learn the steps, because just like owning a business, everybody thinks that because you own the business, that the business is supposed to be profitable right away. And most of the time they are not. It can be, but you have to make that. You haven't even built relationship with the community yet for it to be a profitable business right off the rip in the first year. We've always been told that it takes 5 to 7 years before a business starts to show a profit, to where it's actually, now everything is, and usually, let me point this out, because the way how I have evolved that in my head to make sense to me is that when a business starts to make money, okay, when we say making a profit, it means that now you have established yourself so much to where the money coming in is regular, it's standard. So your profit margin is your profit margin. You're not taking the money, having to reinvest into the business, because you're still trying to build the business. It takes 5 to 7 years in order for it to do, so that within those 5 to 7 years, you got the customer base and your clientele together, your diehard that's going to ride or die with you, that's going to come in. So the money that you have coming in invests in self. So now you have a profit that's able to bank, and then you can start to live off the interest of the profits. See, not the profit itself, but off the interest. So that there is something that, we're still trying to work and learn and carry on, because it's difficult, especially when you're trying to get started, and like me, like everybody else, I'm living paycheck to paycheck and shit, trying to do this, trying to do that. You're taking your little savings and all of the things that you're trying to do, and trying to build a business, build a brand, and carry on. Because a lot of this is in your advertising and this, that, and that. I'm trying to get folks to advertise here. There's a lot of folks who can brand and carry on and have wonderful stuff. And like I say, my audience is right here waiting on you. Hell, brand with me. Use some of your dollars so that you can stretch your portfolio. Expand it so you can expand your audience and carry on and get your marketing out there. But I'm having a tough time trying to do that, because I guess because folks don't see me, as formidable yet. So, we still running. I'm 13 years in, huh? Okay, 13 years in, and still got to prove myself to folks, and this, that, and the other, or at least sit down and say, hey, or possibly partner with somebody. But listen, well, I'm working with so-and-so, for them to say, oh, okay, and want to take you seriously. So what is it about that about branding and stuff that makes that takes that to a whole different to do? You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the comments. Did you check out Rocket Ship by Phantasma? I have not yet. Okay, I got to do that. I'm happy for her. At least she's doing something. I hope it's a positive way. Once we done something, here they come. Okay. I don't like that Cardi B is doing that to a sister. Everybody talk about Cardi, and word is Cardi over in Africa passing out diapers and shit. I think she's over there stalking and being a bully. Really? Now I don't know nothing about what's happening over there. She passing out diapers. Okay. I guess she went over there to bring, when we're having natural disasters. But if you're on the continent and we're trying to give back or whatever, oftentimes some of those kind of resources don't go over there. And you hear now they're trying to tell the folks, when you're thinking of doing care packages or whatever, that their hygiene kits are needed. Folks want to wash their clothes, they want to clean their ass, they want to brush their teeth, and carry, soap and water, lotions and those kinds of things. Baby need Pampers, all kinds of diapers and things. So that might be what they're saying. Okay. And et cetera, et cetera. So, we're going to get all off into that. But wow, okay. But you said you like that she's doing. Okay, she said, I don't like that she's doing that to her sister. But what about that sister who sat up there and blatantly said that she fucked up and was putting false information out there? Now Cardi said, Tasha said that. Some of the stuff she had receipts for, other stuff she didn't, because she was baiting the conversation, trying to, under the guise of being an entertainment show. But Miss Thing, you can't. This is why it gets sold that way. And the stuff that she was saying. Now, I don't follow Tasha K like that. I've seen a couple of her shows. I like her tag. She my winos, because she's likes to drink wines, and she call everybody her winos. Okay. And this, that, and the third. But she was wrong in the fact that she had put out some stuff. So listen. Every now and again, we have to bite that bullet. And yes, it is sad. This is the first case of its kind for an entertainer to go after a blogger. You know what I'm saying? And a podcaster and carrying on. Not even the Shade Room and some of those other children, honey, have been sued like this. You know, now some of the bigger papers, you know, the National Enquirer, TMZ, and those kids, they have been, but those are national stuff, and you know, it's on a different platform. For this to be, you know, bloggers and podcasters and carried on, this is the first of its kind. So it had me to thinking, and I went to go talk to my insurance broker. I said, wait a minute, we need to look into getting some damn company insurance so that, hell, you know, we can sit down and, you know, have the insurance pay for it. You know, have these particular policies to where the insurance is paying for everything and not coming out of my damn pockets. Okay, hold on for a second. Pardon my indulgence, honey. That's my Bristol, honey. Otis Mac. That's his line. Okay. And that's just Sunny D today, y'all. Just got regular old Sunny D. Okay. Okay. It's just Sunny D, child. Lovely old Sunny D. Okay. What'd you say? If you need any music, let me know. I got you, baby. I got you. Okay. So, yeah, and here is something that I need to get a better education on for myself. You know, my partners, Big Red and Aunt Nikki, you know, we're looking at getting taking ourselves to another level and carrying on. So as we're learning, we want to make sure that we teach y'all these things so that, you know, information is out there. Oftentimes we don't know how to go search for it or whatever, where to find it, you know, how to look through, you know, the fine prints and carrying on, how to make it work for us, you know. But yeah, so we want to look into that. Let me do this. I want to take a little commercial break right now because y'all see I'm rubbing my neck. I'm sitting in this chair, and you know they tell you when you sit down too long, it starts to get on your neck and carrying on, right? I think I'm gonna need one of those little you know the laptop stands to where you can stand up and then adjust with you, you know, so that I can move and groove, honey, because this sitting down and this thing is hurting on my neck, child. This is not cute. Because you know how you feel that little burn, like your neck getting tired? And then right here at the top, between the shoulder blades, right at the bottom of my neck, honey. You know, the line with your medulla oblongata, honey. Cut. Okay. The medulla oblongata. Ha! How about that? Let me take a quick little break. And when we come back, honey, we're going to get into something that I know y'all going to have a flip about, honey, because I did when I saw this. Okay, we'll be right back.
How you all doing? My name is Jason Pander, and I'm the CEO and founder of B Condoms. Today, I'm about to give you a demonstration to show you why B Condoms are the strongest condoms in the market. There's nothing better. What we're going to do today is I took one of our Platinum XL condoms, we're going to put it over a cucumber, and what I'm going to show you is that we can cut through this cucumber without actually breaking the integrity of our condom. Now you can see I put the condom over this cucumber. I'm going to take a knife. We're going to now cut through it. Now, keep in mind, all condoms are not able to do this. This is something special, all right? Our condoms are pH friendly for the women, all right? They're vegan friendly, they're organic. We don't have any of the toxins that you'll find in other types of condoms, like the caseins, the glycerins, the glutens, any of those. That's why our condoms are odorless and they're tasteless. So what you now saw was, voila, all cuts through the cucumber. Now watch this. Take some water, open it up. No holes. This is what you get when you purchase a B condom. The best quality on the market, black owned, and make sure to protect the culture with B condoms. Nothing's better. Thank you. Jason Panda tapping out.
In a world full of chaos and confusion, you need a protection team that will satisfy your desire to feel safe and secure. And we have the solution. Kingdom Elite Security. Kingdom Elite Security provides its clients with the utmost excellence in executive protection detail, property and personnel protection, and observation and surveillance with dignity, integrity, and supreme professionalism. Kingdom Elite Security believes that everything is to be done in decency and in order to ensure the safest experience possible, no matter how complex the job. Call for your quote today. Dial 470-383-5978. That's 470-383-5978. Or email us at kingdomelite01@gmail.com. Kingdom Elite Security.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob Popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
All right, and we are back. Thank you. For those of you who are just tuning in, honey, you are dishing tea with Big Meat, honey. Hey, all right. Now let's get into the meat and the potatoes of today's show, okay? As I said, honey, in the write-up, honey, a rose by any other name is still the same, right? That's the title of the show. But, honey, I was today years old when I found out that this particular practice is real and that it is legal in a few states, okay? How many of you have heard of natural organic reduction? Huh? Have y'all ever heard of that? Natural organic reduction. Okay. Have you ever heard of that? Did you want to know what it is? I'm gonna let the video play so that it can explain the stuff, and then we're going to get into it because it's fascinating. At the same time, I don't know how I feel about it actually. But check this out.
We successfully recomposed 6 human donors to prove that this is a safe and effective method of disposition. While I was doing all this research around the funeral industry, I found out about natural burial, which is a beautiful option where bodies are wrapped in usually a shroud or a pine box and buried in the forest or the meadow or some sort of conservation land. And I thought, oh God, that's perfect, that's what I want. And then thinking about the fact that A, I love living in cities, and I grew up in rural New Hampshire, but like I love my cities. And B, that there probably isn't enough land for everyone in our cities to be buried outside of the city in a natural burial. I started to think, well, what would the urban equivalent be of a natural burial? We put wood chips, alfalfa, and straw, and we lay a body onto a bed of that mixture. We cover it with more of the same, and then over the span of 30 days, we aerate, so we're providing oxygen and essentially creating the perfect environment for beneficial microbial activity to occur. So over that span of 30 days, the body breaks down, including bones and teeth, and the resultant material is this beautiful soil that you can use to grow a tree or nourish a garden. The process happens all over the United States, but only on farms and in agricultural settings. So this is a process essentially that we've been doing with animals for decades now. It's really well researched, and we know it works really well, and it's a great way to recycle animals to the earth.
Okay, and we're back. Now, did y'all see that? Did you see that? So instead of, regular funerals where you got caskets and carried on and this, that, and the other, And folks spending all this money to try to preserve the body and this, that, and you got the airtight seals and all that, you know, which makes no sense to me. Okay. I've always said that, and to folks who are in the mortuary sciences businesses, honey, y'all sit there saying all this old craziness, honey, and trying to get as much money as possible out of people and out of the insurance, where the body is going to decay anyway. It's going to decompose. So what the hell you talking about? Oh, well, we got it airtight and, you know, to prevent erosion and care. The body gonna do it anyway. Why do I got to spend $25,000 for this damn casket? Because so folks can sit there and say, oh, they laid him out right, honey. No, we spent a whole bunch of fucking money, okay, for nothing. Because hell, this is for y'all asses. And most of y'all just coming to make sure that the child is passed on. Okay. But here we have, so instead of cremation, and you know, folks like to take the ashes and spread the ashes all over here and down the other, they're saying that here is an alternative way to do that. And so they do composting. They take and do human composting to where, as she said with the thing, they layer your body with alfalfa wood chips and whatever, straw and things. Lay your body down. They cover you up with this, you know, with this mixture or whatever. They aerate you with the oxygen and blah 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 blah. And you know, within 30 days, after they continue to turn and mix and this, that, and the other, your body then becomes soil. After it decomposes, your body then becomes nutrient-rich soil that can be used as composting and fertilizer for plants. I don't know how I feel about that necessarily, but I kind of get it, and I think I like it. You know what I'm saying? I need to find out how is it that you get the, you know, when they do this and go through this process or whatever, how do you know when you get the right, you got the body back? You know what I'm saying? They said it about ashes. How do you know this is your, because we cremated my mother. How do you know this is your mom? I said, honey, all I know is they got the card up here that said this is Esther Taylor, and that's what I'm going to go on, and bada boom, bada bing, okay? But with the composting, you know, you want to get a little bit more personal, because then you can use that in your garden or whatever, and then plant on top of that. So you can have, okay, well, these are mama's tomatoes or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? That's where my curiosity is with all of this. Because now y'all watched the movie Funny Valentine's with Loretta Devine and Alfred Woodard. And the midwife in there will always say that the afterbirth of each baby that she delivered, she would take and plant the afterbirth and plant a tree on top of it, you know. So yeah, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. What's up, Buck? Okay. What's up? Okay, but this whole particular thing is completely interesting. And I got an article here because I'm gonna tell y'all, this article here was written, I think it had to have been written, August 14, 2022. So this here is a later article after that particular video, because I don't know when they did that. I want to say it was maybe 2019, because they were talking about stuff was about to happen for 2020. So right now, this article here, I'm just going to skip through it because we've already gone through the process of what they say. I'm trying to get the states that have legalized it, because I think we know Washington, because they said that in the piece, that Washington is one. I think I read that Missouri is coming down to being one. What caught my eye was that my sister friend, honey, Miss Lorraine Charday Baskerville, she had posted this in her messenger, and California is about to be another state that's about to pass this thing through. Okay. To make it happen. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to. I'm skimming through this ad because I didn't want to read the whole damn thing. Okay, here we go. Shit. I thought I had it. Okay, I'm trying not to read this whole damn thing. Okay, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna start here. How much does human composting cost? The price for human composting disposition is currently between $4,000 to $5,500. That's currently okay. Now, usually that's about right with cremation because if you just do a flat out cremation, honey, that day is probably the cheapest, and you get that around about $4,000. Okay, $3,500, $4,000. But we had a service, because I said no. I said I got to have some service so that folks will come and see my mama, so that we, can have closure. Because if my sisters don't see her, honey, that's gonna be a mess. Okay, and you talking about no, honey, they will not hate me for the rest of my life. Okay, so what we did was we had I forget what they call it. I had a funeral director who told me what it's called, but we had the service, and then in that particular casket, we rented the casket for the sake of the service. I had the service, and then when it was all said and done, then they took the body later and took it to the crematorium. Now we didn't see all that, so that be that. But yeah, so the price is around about the same for what we see for cremation. Okay, it says how long does it take for the process to reduce the body? Under these controlled conditions, the human body should pass through decomposition in about 4 to 6 weeks. The resulting soil, if that's in quotes, can be returned to the family or to a conservation entity. The resulting soil will be very nutrient rich and make excellent fertilizer. Okay, I had skipped that part because I didn't read that the first time. They say they can be returned to the family or to a conservation. Okay. How green or eco-friendly is human composting? It is said that the process uses an eighth of an energy that a flame cremation uses, making it much more energy efficient and energy saving and environmental friendly. In terms of emissions, the process saves 1 metric ton of carbon dioxide from entering the atmosphere. Flame cremation in the U.S. produces as much CO2 as burning 800,000 barrels of oil for an individual. This is equivalent to taking a flight from London to Rome. Wow, now that I did not know. How is human composting being accepted by the funeral industry and religious groups? The green funeral and natural burial communities have embraced this innovation in eco-friendly death care. It is seen largely as an extension of the natural burial composting process being made more available for urban dwellers. I think that the funeral industry as a whole does not yet regard this new innovation and disposition as mainstream or any kind of realistic threat to their current businesses. Albeit, this was a mistake many funeral professionals made about flame cremation and water cremation. I don't know about water cremation. Have y'all heard of water cremation? Have you ever heard of water cremation? Because I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna keep that up there, Buck, while I'm finished this. Okay, so yeah, Recompose is the leading human composting company, founded by Katrina Spade. That was the lady in the piece I just played, who has been a key figure in leading the way and advocating for this new eco-friendly death care option. You can visit their website and learn more about their facility in Washington, the greenhouse, and the proposed new facility in Colorado. Recompose opened with 10 vessels instead of the planned 32 as COVID impacted their investment funding. Okay. recompose charges $5,500 for a natural organic reduction, and this includes all services. Recompose has a licensed funeral director who can conduct all related death care services. So that basically what they said is the same thing. They have a service, what we just said about have a service and then take it on so that it can be processed. Okay. So yeah. So right now, Oregon, Washington Washington State, soon to be California. I thought I read somewhere that Missouri was one of these other states as well. Okay, that was into this. But this here is relatively interesting, honey. Relatively interesting. Okay. Relatively interesting. So what are your thoughts on that? Y'all let me see, what's your thoughts? Okay, you haven't heard of it either. Water cremation. I don't even what the hell is water cremation? I didn't even know they could do that. Is that what they do when they put folks out on the water? In other cultures, when they do that ceremony and they just let the water decompose the body? Because I don't even know what that is. Okay, here's the question. How does water cremation work? Water cremation converts the body's tissues and cells into a watery solution of molecules. In other words, it dissolves the body, leaving behind just the bones. Really? Wow, that's interesting. They say water cremation has 1/10 of the carbon footprint. With water cremation, there are no emissions from the equipment, unlike flame cremation, which even emits chemicals like mercury into the air. There's absolutely no burning of fossil fuels in the water cremation process. Very interesting. Okay, is that what they call it? Aquamation? Aquamation is more expensive than cremation. Aquamation systems cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because funeral homes are a business, they have to charge enough to pay for the aqua equipment they use. For this reason, you may find that aquamation is more expensive than cremation. So really, wow. Okay, I'm finding this to be fascinating, y'all. Wow. I am finding this to be fascinating. Oh, wait a minute. Is there DNA in the cremation ashes? The actual ashes are thus useless and will not contain DNA. It is the bones and the teeth that could potentially hold some DNA viable for analysis. However, after the cremation, the bones and teeth left behind are turned into a fine powder, a process known as pulverization. So, okay, for those of y'all who thought that y'all could sit up there and get the ashes and do the ashes, nope, you can't. Okay, you cannot. Okay, so bada boom, bada bing. Okay, it is also called alkaline hydrolysis. Okay, that's okay. But yeah, because they were talking about a liquid cremation, because that was in the piece that I just played. A liquid cremation, and I was like, I didn't equate that to mean water. I'm thinking they had a solution or something, because this is all into the whole thing of the natural composting or whatever. So wow. Okay. TC said, what you say? I don't want no ashes. Just let the dead rest. Okay. Okay. Well, that's very interesting, children. Very, very, very interesting. That's very interesting. So I don't know at this particular point. Wow, the whole idea of human composting. Wow, that's something. Okay, that's very something. That's very something. That's very, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. But let me go to this last story that I have, because this here may strike a nerve with some of you. Y'all know we're sending up our well wishes and our prayers for those children, honey, who have been affected by Ian and all the other destruction that Ian and his cohorts have brought with. Okay. Here's the question. Why are we not prepared for hurricane and tornado season? Why are we not prepared for these kinds of seasons? Because it happens every year. Every year we go through this disaster and destruction. And it always seems like every year we are struggling to get resources to these people. What are we not doing as a country to be on standby for this? Because we all know that this season is coming. It always happens. It's clockwork. Okay, we have a summer season, right as it's coming into the fall season, honey, when because hurricanes and all of that water spouts and stuff happen because there's a shift in the atmosphere. The continuum of the atmosphere, the temperature that carrying on got to go on, and this, that, and the third, and so it mixes with the temperatures and how the wind wave and carrying on. Well, all that mixes up, right? That's how we get tornadoes. That's how we get the storms that we have that's going through and whipping around and things and just going through town like the Tasmanian devil. Okay, but why are we not ever prepared? Okay, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Yes, prayers to all affected by the hurricanes this year. Okay, especially the in the island regions. Yes. Okay, right. Okay. I'm having a hard time digesting this one, honey. I'm having a hard time because I need to find out uh why it is, like, FEMA and all these other organizations, why is it that there's no reserve in the kitty? Every time we say that we got to spend 20s and millions and millions and millions of dollars on the reconstruction because folks have, houses have been decimated and carrying on. So now we got to bring in equipment to pick up this house, and all of its foundation, because I think some of us still believe that because the water tore it up, that now it's easier to move. Okay. We can just go pick up shit and just take it somewhere. I know when back in 18, when what was the name of that one that hit us? No, I'm sorry, that wasn't that. That was the tsunami that hit Japan, and how all those boats came through there and carried on. I was like, oh. And I think sometimes that because we see the water shifting the boats and carrying on, that we think we can stop it. I think that it's going to have a light amount of weight for you to sit up here and stop this thing. No, sweetie, it's coming to you at even a faster velocity than when it was standing still. Okay, I wait a minute. What? Okay. Oh, the island regions. The South is not prepared for a little snow. Yes, this should be addressed. The whole world is changing, and so is the weather everywhere. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's got to be discussed and explained and at least get me on board with your theory as to why you feel we need to do this, and this. Get me there. Let me get eye to eye with you so that we can have something to talk about. Something in common, something there, so it would make me want to respect you, so that we can sit down and have open dialogue and come up with solutions, brainstorm the hell out of everybody until we come up with viable solutions that's going to, take care of the mission. Okay. Now, listen, I was going to continue on, but that's going to be it. And my eyes, I didn't take the medicine yet. My eyes are playing tricks on me, and they're starting to get heavy. And it's looking like I'm going to sleep on y'all, and I'm not. It's just that my eyes are heavy. I'm telling y'all, honey, I don't have any health insurance at the moment, and I've got to get my ass to a doctor because these little sleeping like spells or whatever don't happen until, I did something the other day. I wore myself out. But I don't think I did that because shit, I was only at the airport trying to get this damn car and carried on. So something is there, and I'm not scared yet, honey, because yeah, we've been through worse. But it's just I want to just go and check on this because something ain't giving it to me. Okay, not the way that I want, honey. It's given, but it ain't giving it to me. Okay, so what we're going to do? I'm going to fold out right now because of this thing going on. And then we move from there. What I'm going to encourage you guys to do, please take this conversation to your friends, your family members, and those who you talk to. Get into your group discussions and carry on with this particular topic because we need to understand this a little bit better. This could be the go green option, for those who try to have everything. Damn, I just lost my thought. Fuck it. I just lost my thought. Okay. Anywho, those of y'all who trying to go green and this, that, and other, we have an alternative here, but I want us to unpack this and research it a little bit more. So yeah, on that note, let me let you guys go. I'm not gonna go out traditionally, honey, because I just need to get up from this chair and go find out. I need my eye drops so I can see what's going on. But nonetheless, honey, listen. If you love us like you have, honey, to all your friends, your family members, honey, those who you love to come on in to like, subscribe, and to share, to come on in with us and let me know what's going on, honey. But if you can't stand me or think I'm too queeny, you think I'm too loud, you think I'm too boisterous, you think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about or whatever that is, that's on your mind, you can tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey, to come over here and to like, subscribe, and to share. Okay? Now you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished and you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. And in the absence of my co-host, Big Red Fella and Aunt Nikki, honey, we thank you, we love you, we appreciate you for all of that, honey. If you are a Black-owned business and established, or any business, because I don't discriminate, I'm highlighting Black-owned businesses because I want to make sure we have a section called Black-owned, supporting Black-owned businesses and carrying on. But if you have advertising dollars that want to come this way, honey, give me a call, honey. I would gladly put you on, and we can make some things happen. So having said all that, I'm going to bid you guys good night because I'm not going to hit the note right now because I can't. And let me get up and go see what the hell is going on with my eyes, honey, my eyes. Okay. So there we have it. I'll see you guys on the next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.